Welcome back to Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles. Today we have a penny box hunt. We're going to be looking for errors, varieties, wheats, foreigns, proofs, a cud. I want to find a cud. I think that's really about it. So as usual, I'm going to do 5 rolls. I'll bring you in with the finds. Let's just get into it, if I can get this out. All right, see you in a second. We're on roll 3, and just flatten this out. And it looks like, where was it? Right here. We have a Wheatie. 1956. 1956. Actually in pretty nice shape. All right, we finish out this roll. I'll bring you back in if there's another find. Otherwise, I'll see you after the 5. Roll number 4, and we have our next Wheatie. And I saw a Canadian. We have 1946 and 1968 Canadian. All right, let me finish out this roll. I'll bring you back in if there's another find. See you in a second. First 5 rolls have been hunted. We have a 1968 Canadian, our first foreign. A 2009 Denver. AMTV, I'm drawing a blank, bro. Formative years. This one's out of Denver. Then we have a 1946 Wheatie and a 1956 Wheatie, both out of Philly. All right, let's get into the next 5 rolls. I'll bring you in with the finds. All right, we're on roll number 6. Kind of 3/4 away through the roll. And I have a 1957 Denver under the scope. You can see here there's a little bit of die chipping here, a little bit there. So we'll hold this aside. Obviously it's a wheat and it has some die chips. So we didn't check the reverse yet. Looks like there's some lamination peel there. I don't know what's going on there. Some lamination issues there. This thing's rough. Lamination peel there. There. Alright, let's put this aside. Keep on going. See you in a second. I'm on roll number 10. I just flattened it out. And up at the back here, what's this one? Maybe this is something. Hey, look at that, 1944. And I have a Wheatie and a Canadian. 1978 Canadian. And a Wheatie. 1953 out of Denver. We'll check the mint mark. All right, let me get through this roll. I'll bring you in if there's any other finds. If not, I'll bring you in for the 5 roll wrap up here. See you in a second. Rolls 6 through 10. We have 1978 Canadian, 1987 Canadian, a 1957 D Wheatie, a 53 D Wheatie, a 1944, 2009 Early Childhood out of Denver, 2009 formative years, also out of Denver. And then I have this 1995, which is in really nice condition. It is not the DDO, but you can see not those look like linear plating blisters, but if you see right here, comes down, nice big die chip, smaller die chip, die chip, die chip, die chip, comes all the way over to, looks like it comes up, I think it comes down into there. Let me see. Yeah, so it comes right into here. So that's a huge die crack. Some plating blisters. And there's also a very small, let me see if I can get it in focus here. I am not seeing it now. It was a really kind of insignificant, really, die clash in the center of these last two pillars, but I'm not seeing it now. Anyway, all right. So that's our 6 through 10. Let me get through 11 through 15, and I'll bring you in with those finds. See you in a second. Rolls 11 through 15, and we have a 1983 Canadian, a 1998 Canadian, a 1973 S, that's pretty beat up, but I'm not sure if I have one for the album, a 2009 Early Childhood, we have a few wheat cents, really beat up 1956 out of Denver, 1949 out of Denver, and a 1945. Now here, I'll have under the scope, not that one. Here I have a 2000 under the scope, and you can see the A and the M right here are practically touching. That's your normal reverse for a 2000. And then this one is a wide AM. So you can see the distance between the A and the M are almost universal or equal to the M and the E. And the FG here is much closer to the building. Let me see the other FG. It's further away. So that's called a 2000 wide AM or a WAM. So that's a good find. In this condition, let me see. It could be like a $5 to $7 coin. So not bad. All right, let's get into rolls 16 through 20, and I'll bring you in with the finds. Rolls 16 through 20, and we have a 1966 Canadian, a 2005 Canadian, 1956 Denver Wheatie, and a 1940 Philly Wheatie. And I do have this 1988, which is in decent shape, but I wanted to show you the reverse. Has a cool little die crack. It kind of splits. So you see right here, and it goes up this way. It connects back up to the O, and then also this way on the underside of the N. So that's kind of cool. So we'll hold that one aside as a find. I don't think there was anything else on here. Nope. All right, let's get through 21 through 25. See you in a second. Rolls 21 through 25. We have a 1964 Canadian, 1966 Canadian, a 1970 out of Bermuda, 1944 Wheatie out of Philly with some gum on it, maybe. 1952 Wheatie out of Philly, 1954 Denver Wheatie, and a 1956 Denver Wheatie. All right, let's get into rolls 26 through 30. Bring you in with the finds. See you in a second. Rolls 26 through 30. And we have two more Canadians, 1997 and a 1997, and a really nice 1962 out of Philly. So hold these aside, get into rolls 31 through 35, bring you in with the finds. Rolls 31 through 35. 1946 out of Philly, 1950 out of Philly, 1952 out of Philly, 1953S, 1956 out of Denver, another 1956 out of Denver, and a 1971S. A few Wheaties there. This is turning out to be a pretty decent box. All right, let's get into the next 5 rolls. Rolls 36 through 40. I'll bring you in with the finds. Rolls 36 through 40. We have this funky 1971D. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Some sort of damage, I'm going to presume. I just don't know what. I don't know what happened to that. But I'll hold it aside. I have a 1944 Philly Wheatie, 1950 Wheatie, 51 Wheatie, 53 Denver Wheatie, 54 Wheatie. And then I have this 2018 Philly Shield Scent. And you can see in the word Liberty how much thicker it is. I did look this up on Variety Vista. The only one that matches is DDO number 8. There is nothing else significant on this coin. Just the word Liberty seems to be thicker. I'm not seeing anything in 2018. I don't see anything in Trust. So I do believe this is DDO number 8. I'm going to hold this one aside. I'll put this one in my collection. I very rarely come across anything from 2018 that's a DDO. I keep looking. So this will go in my collection. Let's get into rolls 41 through 45, and I'll bring you in with the finds. See you in a second. All right, 41 through 45. We have a tie. 1971 out of Canada, 1975 out of Canada, 1994 out of Canada. We have a 1937 Philly Wheatie, 1942D Wheatie, and a 1947 Wheatie. And then down here, I have a 2017 out of Philly Shield Scent, and we have a Clash die. So you can see right in here and down, over, up. That's part of the shield on the reverse. Actually, you see it better there. Under his nose, in front of his lip. And then we have a little bit of the U and Unum right there. So that's pretty cool. We have another Clash die. See if we can get any better view of it. Yeah, you can see the U right there, pretty good. Right by his bow tie, right there. The reverse shield there. I did not check the reverse to see if there's any part of the shield, any clashing on the reverse. I don't really see much. But all right, that's another find. So we'll put this one aside, get into rolls 46 through 50, and bring you in with the finds. See you in a second. All right, 50 rolls hunted. Here's our finds from the last 5 rolls. 1944 Wheatie. We have a 1956 Denver. We found a lot of those. And look at this. Blazer 59, first year of the Memorial. That thing's in nice shape. All right. See you in a second for the final wrap-up. Okay, here's the wrap-up. Not a bad box. So we have our Canadian cents in no particular order, but we have a good amount of foreigns. One out of Bermuda, which is right here with a little oinker on there, 1970. All right, we have our 2009s. We had one Wheatie from the 30s, 1937. We have our 40s, 1940, 42D, some 44s, 45, 46, another 46, 47, 49D. And then our 50s finds, we have a 1950, 1952, 1951, 1953D, 1954, 1954D, 1956, a bunch of 1956Ds, 1957D. Then for our finds, we had this funky 1971D. I don't know what happened to this thing. We have our die crack that goes across the ON in 1. We have another die crack that goes through the entire stairway. We have our 2000 wide AM. We have our 2017 P die clash. And then just our random finds, a 1971 S, 1973 S with some corrosion on it, a really nice 1959, a nice 1962, and our 2018 DDO in the word Liberty. All right, there we have it. As our finds for our penny box hunt. If you made it this far and you liked the content, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you'd like to see any of my other upcoming videos. And please hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. All right, everybody. See you on the next one.